Alrighty, chat. Hello, good evening. Welcome to tonight's live stream. We are back at it again with some more Legend ZA, except we're almost at the end of the game, I think, which is very exciting because off camera, I did a I worked on the research tasks, and we are almost done. I did a couple, and by did a couple, I mean we only have two of them left. We just need to do the Pokedex and the other Pokedex, which I'm sure we can be able to do after we get the rank match done. So let's just jump right in and do that, I suppose. That seems like a good opportunity. Hello, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Ready to battle, huh? Okay, gotta get back into work mode. Would you permit me to take your photo for the tournament? Do it. Let's keep it neutral. Let's put on the sun and moon face. Alrighty. We're back. After you left, we figured the tourney was off, but when we tried to leave, we got trapped in this weird Jacinth zone thing. Dear friends and honored guests, I thank you for your patience. I am delighted to announce that my tournament, organized by me and in my honor, has recovered its missing pieces. Now have a look at the tournament bracket. As you can see, I am the Ultra Deluxe top seed, a fitting position for your humble hostess, no? Wow, if there's planning things with your own convenience in mind, then there's this. For round 1, we have Kanari facing off against Nick. Once you're ready, speak to Laban. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Oh, I am vastly overleveled. I did not realize... I did not realize these ones were gonna be 55. Liquidation? I didn't even know the Electros got liquidation. Alright, now start swearing. Yes! Spoken like a true gamer. You lost? Huh. Okie dokie. I'm trying not to use Embor, because, like, it is very vastly overleveled. Alright, Corbo. I'm gonna stick with Gengar, because I know he likes poison Pokemon. I think I distinctly remember, like, poison. His ace is Scolipede. Yeah. Oh yeah, Gyarados. Yeah, this thing just looks like Scolipede with armor. Oh! This thing's absurd. I should not have made fun of it. In your next battle, you'll be facing off against none other than your gracious host, me! Okay. You ready to lose? Time and again, I was delayed in bringing the Super Tyranny just since to fruition. In the end, I had to resort to wielding my influence as a social elite to make it happen. Now here we are, about to begin the final round. May it live up to, nay, exceed the wildest expectations of our lovely guests with Oh, hey, dog. What's with that Pokemon? How did he even get in here? I don't know what's going on, but I can't afford to let anything else go wrong. Here's Zygarde's wish. Leader of Team Flare who vanished after his failed attempt to create the world he dreamed of, Lysander. Wait, the guy who used that ultimate weapon 5 years ago? Dang, that's a shocking turn of events. I don't care. I want to go home. That's Lysander. That's Lysander over there, isn't it? Can it, Fleetblade? Don't make a scene in front of Lysander. You're embarrassing me. Zygarde showed itself in order to face you in battle, Nick. Its wish is that you two face each other in earnest and forge a strong bond in doing so. The type of bond I mean is a connection that can never be severed. Without such a mighty bond, you cannot hope to save Lumiose from crisis. I don't know whether to throw this guy out or get ready to hold Lady Jacinthe back. How marvelous! I admire the fierce determination that drove you to interrupt our battle to demand your own, my dear. Allure, I myself desire nothing more than to battle against Nick. So believe me when I say I can sympathize with this dear Pokemon 1000%! And that entrance, what could be more splendid than a surprise appearance by a special guest? You are Lysander, yes. Naturally, I recognize your visage. You were quite the celebrity in Kalos, after all. I will ask the hotel staff to come by with more hors d'oeuvres. It doesn't matter who I was. I remember none of it. I'm only here to say that I wish for Zygarde and Nick to battle.
Yes, of course, by all means. Laban, would you handle this?
Incredible.
Nick, your next opponent will be this mysterious Pokemon Zygarde. Okay.
Yes. Oh. Oh no. Zygarde's body is comprised of entities known as Zygarde cells. The more Zygarde cells they gather, the stronger Zygarde's capabilities, or so I've heard. Oh boy. That is Zygarde's 50% form. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this with raw power. I'm not doing any damage. Let's fix that. Nice. It's a lot smaller than I expected him to be. As best I could tell, Zygarde seemed pleased. Now you have seen Zygarde in its 50% form, but not yet in its ultimate one, the Zygarde Complete. I will collect the remaining Zygarde cells as Zygarde has commanded me. You must focus on becoming a Pokemon trainer mighty enough to fight at Zygarde's side. Denizens of Lumiose, please listen. The time has come for each of you to consider what it means that Zygarde came here today. I pray that all of you find the right answer.
Lord, my dear Nick! To emerge victorious from a battle against a surprise challenger, you truly are exceptional!
Yeah, let's do it already. Yes. I can't get over the portrait. That's just in the top left. That's great. Oh. That's quaint. Okay, that's quaint. Auroras. Big fan of that. Alrighty.
It is our responsibility as elites to guide the masses, Clefable.
There it is.
Magnificent! What a fine display by both you and your Pokemon!
One left.
A most heartfelt congratulations on your victory, as well as your promotion. I dare say we managed to convey to them the joy that comes when trainers and Pokemon with a deep bond battle side by side. Please continue your efforts to protect the city of Lumiose. Naturally, I'll help however I can.
Play rough. Thank you. I can't believe you won just since tournament and your promotion match. So you're rank B now. I'm still rank C, but I'll catch up to you in my promotion match tomorrow. Nah. We should ask AZ about Zygarde. He might know more. Actually, has anyone seen Floette? She usually joins us when we're celebrating. Okay. Angie, you were meant to be a guardian of the city, towering over her and watching her always. A 3,000-year-old desire once foolishly held. A 3,000-year-old mistake so very foolishly made. It even cost me you, my beloved Floette. Now these bright young lives must pay my remaining debts, or Lumiose's future will be lost. Interesting. What a strange little glitch there that happens. I just noticed. Hang on. Before we go. Oh, I was gonna say before we go downstairs. Lumiose trembles.
AZ, what's the matter?
Prism Tower. The unease spilling from it can now be felt even at this distance. It's time we did something about it. Not yet. The only one who can control the tower is Mega Floette. We will need the strongest Mega Evolution user if we were to put the situation to rights.
Did you say Mega Floette? Well, I guess I've got no choice but to reach the top of the ZA Royale and prove I can handle it.
Yes, if you can prove that you are the strongest of all, then Floette may respond to your strength.
I know, Floette, I know.
Join him at Quasartico, got it. Listen to the voice of the city. Reach out to aid those who are crying out in sorrow. Wild Zones? Wild Zones? Wild Zones? Wild Zones? Yes! Drampa! Let's go! Drampa and a Mystery Mon. I'm a big fan of mystery mons. Wait, why is it night? Oh wait, no, it was just the lighting. I thought it was still nighttime. Speaking of, yeah, I'm in sort of the right box. Let's go over there. Alright, we're looking for Drampa. Oh, I think we found our mystery mon. Hurricane. Alright, so now we're just looking for Drampa. Half expecting to just pop out of nowhere. Drampa! Drampa, you around here? Huh, I guess not. Oh, hi. Where's number 18? There's number 18. Okay. Just a mystery mon in number 18. Hang on, I just want to see if reloading. Oh. I wanted to see if reloading will net me a Drampa. Man, that area is scary. Alrighty, let's go check out number 18 over there in the top left. Believe it or not, this is actually the last one. Those were the last wild zones until post-game, because I know for a fact that 20 is locked to post-game. That's all I know. Oh my god! I want to try and get that. Alright, catch. Yes! Woo! Alright, that is that evolution line done. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we just need to find Drampa. I know Fennekin is... Oh. I was gonna say, Fennekin's around here too. Okay, so how do I get up to that TM? Is there a wild area entrance on the roof? Yeah, there has to be. How do I get up there? I guess we have to go the long way? Wait, is that Prism Tower? That's Prism Tower! They just completely boxed it off! That is so funny! Yeah, this is a really inconvenient place for a wild zone game. Well, there are benches here, I suppose. That's quaint. What? Why did it just vanish? I need that Fennekin, like, unironically. I need it for my living decks. Yeah, it's gone. It's weird. I guess I gotta be stealth. Okay, for real, how do you get Fennekin? I had problems with getting Froakie earlier. How are you supposed to get Fennekin? Yeah, it just doesn't even give you the opportunity to make it unconscious. The stream isn't beginning proper until we get this Fennekin in a Pokeball. Alright, stream can begin proper. Okay, so what's like the way you're supposed to get up here? I guess it really is. No, it's that over there. I do wonder if you can. Oh yeah, you can definitely scale this fence if you just climb up there. You're both here? Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's the matter? What'd you need me and Nick for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She'll be the one to explain. Ma'am, I've brought Team MZ's leader, Tawny, and her teammate Nick as well. Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Tawny, Nick. The two of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So it wasn't true, right? What that trainer was saying? You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some plot by our company? Of course it's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our Holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone Rogue Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people and property values were in freefall. That is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project, so it fell to my company, Quasartico. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns for some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plans for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumiose. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves as if drawn to this power, and now we have Rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. Don't worry, Team MZ will get this all under control. Thank you for that, young lady. Beg pardon, ma'am. Seems I'm being called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ, which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't have want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right? Yes. Thank you both. I wish to make the city a city where people and Pokemon truly can live together. Help me make that dream a reality. One last question before you go. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by. I see. Forgive me, I just thought it looked familiar somehow. If you remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumio searching for someone. Your memory could be the clue I need. Now, if you'll excuse us... Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of mega power. Alrighty, we got some more rogue mega evolutions. Let's go, let's fight them. In a minute. What have you got? Clefable, Dragalge, Scrafty, Salamence, and Metagross. I'm gonna get the expensive Salamence one and then get the other ones later. It's really easy to grind for Mega Shards. Alright. No. I'm not doing that quest. Alright, Hotel Z. So why'd Vinny call you over to Quasartico? Guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. She said she's counting on our help to take care of the Rogue Mega Evolution problem. On that note, did you both hear from Vinny about Rogue Mega Evolution reports? Let's do it. Possibly the last one. Here's the new info. Our first concern is a Dragonite. We've got a Tyranitar and a Starmie. All three of those can be difficult to tackle even when they haven't Mega Evolved. You feel you're up to this? Yes. Yes. Dragonite, T-Tar, and Starmie. I'm good. I get the Mega Stones. I benefit from all this. I entrust the futures of all of Lumios to you. Please do your best to protect them. Alright. Starmie. I want to fight this one first. Ah, we got Ampharos. I was gonna say we can just give Emboar some moves. Oh, it's up there. Hang on, I think I know how to get up there. I remember reading about this. There we go, yeah. Whoa, hey kid, step back from that elevator, it's not safe! Yeesh, what a mess. A bunch of buildup swarmed around that elevator there. I just got it up and running, but now no one can even use it. I chased them off, but I don't know if I can handle all four at once. Yeah, so this side quest gives you a Rocky helmet. I was like, oh man, I need a Rocky helmet. I didn't know it was basically required. Wow, you got rid of the Beldum. Thanks. Now folks can finally... Wait, they're back? Yeesh, why does this keep happening to me? Well, look at all those Beldum. Lucky you. See, Beldum are made of magnets. They love the electromagnetic waves that Holovators emit. Does that mean these Beldum are here because they took a shine to the Holovator I repaired? You know, I bet having these Beldum around would make it a cinch to tell when a Holovator's broken. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna catch these rascals and make them my partners. Yes, thank you for the Rocky helmet. I gave up a shiny Pokemon to get a Rocky helmet. Let's go. When in reality, I could have just gotten one for free for what is essentially a have-to-do side quest because you have to get up here. That is quaint. It's a mandatory side quest, man. Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's shrouded in Mega Power or whatever, and it's ready to blow, so no one's getting by me. Well, trainers are strong. You ought to be alright. Come on in. Goodness sake. Which imbecile let two civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area? Mr. Felipe, hi. What are you doing here? We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you're warned about is at the risk of undergoing rogue Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see. So you're trying to keep Lumiose safe just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you understand. We got a box, you got it. Dang, just straight in? You're not even gonna heal me? I cannot get over how Prism Tower's completely closed off. That's great. Yep. I see you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can leave things to Team MZ. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Yet now I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbo. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbo started up all sorts of businesses, security services, Pokemon couriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Him and his partner Venipede gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely, in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he's been the only person I call my boss. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that. Take this.
This is a water stone, right?
Use it on that partner of yours. It'll surely help you protect Lumiose.
Well, alright. If I use the stone Felipe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it?
Yes. Do it.
Alrighty. Starmie, I've heard tales of you. Apparently you have legs. Yes, please do. Make sure you and Embor stay safe. Oh my god, that's so weird looking! Ouch. Big oof, she says. Oh, I'm out of Mega. Nice. Yeah, Starmie with legs is very cursed.
Good work, Nick. That's one more rogue Pokemon calmed. These battles really take it out of you, huh? I know we gotta help these poor Pokemon stop their suffering, but geez, they don't let up with their super fierce attacks. All that running around dodging leaves me absolutely starving. Come on, Ampharos, you got this. Alright, let's go take care of Dragonite next. See, I'm trying to figure out like the fastest way. It's probably just looping around this way. Or it's also on the roof. Huh. Wait, how do you get up there? Is there another mandatory side quest that I have to do? What's the word for this? A Dragon Fang. Okay. I'm gonna assume there's another way up there. I don't think this lady has anything to do with it. Huh, I see. But how do you get up there? Oh, there we go. Oh. I'm not gonna bother with that. Oh, there's an elevator! Heck yeah! I thought I was gonna have to parkour up there. Thank goodness the cutscene didn't happen when I was in the air. Oh yeah, speaking of nighttime, how many points do I need? $45,000. That tracks. Hi, Talonflame. just come back up there later. Oh, for real? There we go. Alright, let's loop back around there. It's like, it's pretty close. Meet up with Tawny, get ourselves our Dragonite Megastone, which should be called, like, the Dragonite Eye, right? No, I want that, actually. Oh, there's another screw over there. Here, I'm gonna remember that that screw is over there, because I'm pretty sure we have to fight Dragonite first. No, wait, we can just... I forget, Dragonite's on the other building. I'm also curious on Drampa. Only appears there in the day, I think. I wonder if it's like... Alright, I'll worry about that in a bit. We gotta fight Dragonite. Dragonite's just up ahead. Dragonite's a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard and it's built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too. I don't really know what to expect from it. What's that person you've been looking for? Yeah. I guess I felt like I need to protect the city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now that means taking care of Lumios's rogue Mega Evolution problem. Let's hit him and let's hit him hard. Mega Dragonite. Yeah, he looks really nice. I don't get why people don't like this. There he is. Who's got range? Tornadoes. Tornadoes and thunder. Good work, Ampharos. Okay. Oh god, he knows I'm the main character. You. Where is he? Working on it. Ampharos, go! Yes! The Dragonite Knight. You're on a roll, Neck. Sooner or later, we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. Then Lumiose will be a place shared by people and Pokemon, just like the folks at Quasartigo want. Keep it up! $50. We need 5 more. So one is the Tyranitar. And how many Mega Stones are here? Watch, there would be exactly 4. One, 2, 3, 4. So we just need we need how many shards? Okay. 2, carry the 1. 720. That's how many we need. And then we'll have, quote-unquote, all of the Mega Evolutions, aside from the Floette one that was teased when AZ was talking about it. It got stopped by the lamppost. You serious, Gengar? I thought you were better than that. You're better than a lamppost, Gengar. Come on. Be for real with me. Okay, so Titor. Yeah, that just seems like the most logical thing to do. Okie dokie. Tyranitar. Here's our likely soon to Mega Evolve target, Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. As you'd expect from the name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight. Alrighty. Lay it on me. Whoa! Yeah, fighting types destroy Tyranitar. All these wild Pokemon gathering in Lumiose and all this rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be relieved when we can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. Let's head back to Hotel Z then. In a minute, I kinda want to go get the last 3 Mega Stones that I need. Huh? Where did you guys come from? You guys weren't here a second ago. How do I get out of here? There we go. He's like, listen, chat, I know we have stuff to do right now, but like, listen. Oh, we're missing Meganium, Feraligatr, Clefable, these 2, and Dragalge. Did I never buy those Mega Stones? Huh. I guess I never did. I'll get the Kangaskhan one right now, though. Alright, so we can also just get these if I have the money, the Charizard and the Blastoise stones. Alright, that makes me feel a little better about grinding shard. We have a lot already. It won't be too much of a hassle, especially if I find a giant cluster. Listen, I just want to get one step closer to my shiny charm. That's the only reason I'm doing this now. And it should be switching over to daytime soon, so we should be able to find Drampa. Whoops. Here, let's go somewhere else then. That's a cue for me to go somewhere else up high. Nice. That's a big cluster. Here, let me see how much. I want to get to that area before morning starts because I want to find Drampa. Oh yeah, this is a lot. All right. All right, let's go. Oh my god, an Alpha Clefairy. I'm gonna hide out in here, thank you. Now, Drampa. Yeah! Nice. Alright, now get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Where's the exit? There we go. Well, good for you, Gujar. You broke that thing. 550. We needed 720. That's how many we needed. It's like we're almost there. As soon as I can find a good spot to go up high, we will be in the clear. There we go. That seems like a good spot. Or at the very least, get a screw. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to get through that, if that's how I got through that. Nice. Nice. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I have to do that again. No! I guess you're supposed to fall. Interesting. Ooh, it's EM. Thank goodness I came up here. Toxic. Very nice. Good stuff. Yeah, we're there. That is every single Megastone. Apart from the Kanto starter ones, which I need to get money for. Alrighty. Clefable, Dragalge, and Scrafty. Next up is a Master Ball. I know it's hard to believe, but this ball will catch any Pokemon it hits without fail. Okay. So this is literally impossible before post-game unless you do trades. Understood. Unfortunate. So, Charizard, Blastoise. That's 54. We still need one more. Huh. I wonder what other... It's probably Floette. They're probably gonna give us Mega Floette. Oh yeah, we could get these two. I forgot about those two again. Yeah, the Pokedex is looking pretty stacked. We only need 20 more Pokemon, and then we've caught them all. That's pretty crazy. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. Yes, what is it, my young friend? Keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user. But how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer's the actual strongest? That is up to Floette to decide. How do you mean? I mean that it will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon.
But how do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? There's got to be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she could really rely on.
Well, that's gotta be Nick.
Says who? Your opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. You are to face Grisham. Trainer who wins will be promoted to rank A.
So it's finally time.
You're closing in on rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? How did they made it to rank B but managed to keep their face secret? Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people register under pseudonyms or nicknames too. How are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? Let's ask Emma.
Emma's in the know.
Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head to the Looker Bureau. Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There are some strange people out there.
The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. I entrust the futures of all in Lumiose to you. Please do your best to protect them.
Alright, Looker Bureau. Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there, what can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumiose within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Nick's opponent for his next promotion match. You have a name? Grisham. Grisham. I know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. You still want to know? Yes. I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. Oh yeah, Malamar! We could get Mega Malamar. I forgot about Mega Malamar. Oh, we gotta battle Emma. I didn't even catch that. I wonder what mons Emma's gonna be using. Hey. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZA Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. You ready to battle? Yes. I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar, everyone, let's go. Hey, speaking of Malamar. That's funny. Oh, I forgot to change Embor's moves. I suppose I could be running close combat, because my defense is just going to reset during the fainting animation. Maybe? Maybe? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it takes a really long time for your defense to reset. Close combat is not a good move in this game. Oh yeah, here it comes.
Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Tell me, what do you two know about Team Flare? They're the group that caused all that trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared, calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokemon. It seems suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved with Team Flare. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently, they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. But it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. Now it seems that Grisham is taking part in the ZA Royale, but why? To what end? There's no real saying for sure, not until I do some more digging at least. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Get to the lab. Gotcha. Hi. I'm here to speak to the blue lady. That rat! That vile little man! I can't believe that, Mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. It's not even like I can tell him off, not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Is now a bad time? Are you making progress on my research tasks? Well, I mean, yes, but I want to know about the man. Grisham, who could that be? There's someone who is in Team Flare. Team Flare? Seems like you already know more about the Gris than I would have thought. Fine, so I used to be a part of Team Flare. I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious. There are still people today who'd react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it. Uh-huh, sure. But I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others, but I took a plea deal. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me working into Pokemon Energy now, so I don't hate the work. Sorry, didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? He was part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Gris. It means gray, like the color ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles, not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now joining the ZA Royale. But if you really got to know more, you might want to try Nouveau Cafe over in Centrico Plaza. You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid, don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk in on a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work. I'm almost done with them. You gotta chill out, Mabel. I got 2 tasks left. Alright, the food truck. Excuse me, sir. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady. I'd like to order a promotion match, please. Well, isn't this entertaining? Looks like you've managed to find out your next opponent. The Quiet master of Centrico Plaza's fame, Nuvao Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nuvao. Yes, you found me, Grisham, at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes a little sense to you. Shall I explain the whole thing? Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grizel, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nuvao. Let's just take this kid down, right here, right now, while we've got the chance. Grizel, please do calm yourself. Nuvao Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion. Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there. Where? Oh, there. Okay. Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why we'd want to meet in such a spot. This is Lysander Cafe. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. Since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare, or more likely for Team Flare Nuvao. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Yes. What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Grizel. Grisham, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Nuvao. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving toward those of us who were a part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Grizel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's no stopping Grizel once she's set on a course of action. Sure, I'll fight you. Fight me, yes. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. I didn't even see where that sound flame was. Oh, that could be dodgy. I could be dodgy. Oh, that could be really dodgy. Why is her team so stacked? Her team is clean! I've gotta win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Alrighty. This is ridiculous. I lost. My Pokemon lost. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumiose City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila, one Ember Roast, our signature drink at Nouvelle Cafe. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Now they're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare, and what it is we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. A fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander Cafe. And here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our man, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home, but if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would never have been driven to such madness, and we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. Now it appears AZ is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, Nick, to witness the truth yourself. You'll see. Open sesame! I'm surprised that thing still works. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active, and it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. It is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be a labyrinth. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. Don't expect a hot cup of coffee or anything, even if you do manage to make it back up alive. Take care down there. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. get my punchy back. And something else here. Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is great. Two teleporters. Yeah. Place, man. So is there just an exact duplicate of this room right below us? That's how it is in X and Y. Where? There. Sorry, I'm looking at the mini-map up here. It is an accurate mini-map. Beldum. Oh, it has the dumb catch rate. Oh, Beldum catch rate. Beldum catch rate is so dumb. Oh! Alright, we got one. Wait, what's in between... What's between Kenga and Beldum? Drampa. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, yeah, this is right. So, Beldum, Metang, and Metagross. I'm assuming this is Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde. Got it. Is YouTube alright? Preview's been stuttering for a while, I've noticed. This late in the game, we're still getting potions. Oh wait, hang on, I wanna go back to that teleporter, because there was an item. Where was the teleporter? It was a max survive. It was totally worth it. That is the most intimidating thing of all time. Aegislash floats in the way. Nice. Let's go to 2. I know it said to go to 3, but 3 is the right way. There's nothing in here. It was worth a shot.
Security check initialized. Possession of all key cards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosenge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work. We have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The device that grants life in fact grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were able to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. Jeez. How did you get here? Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was? AZ created that weapon. Then, 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I've lost most of my memories, and yet, this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette, and there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect this city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done. Okay.
I'll give you endless coffee on the house. Just let Grisham be the one to save us this time. Did you see Lysander? To think that he is still alive, yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest.
How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us...
Grizel, there will be time for such things later. And you, Nick, you now know the truth of AZ's sins, and so I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of.
And if we can be the ones to protect Lumiose, then people will finally see us differently.
Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare, and yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded.
Well, we couldn't just leave Lumiose. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumiose better, to make all of Kalos better. At Nouvelle Cafe, we worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we've worked here, we've also heard the voices of Lumiose's people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z. Ooh, man. That's some heavy stuff right there.
Mr. AZ. You've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you were following up on. I imagine you've learned much about my tale by now, isn't that right?
Oh, Nick, did you manage to find Grisham?
He's the cafe man.
No kidding? I went digging into the rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of this group, Team Flare Nouvelle, and he's gathering all sorts of info about Lumiose from customers at Nouvelle Cafe. He even seems to know something weird's going on with Prism Tower. AZ, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower, given the situation?
Yes. I've also been thinking it is time I talk to you all about it. Come, we could speak on the roof. Nick, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? Yes. Then I shall tell you of the terrible sins I've committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their future stolen. People lost the everyday lives they'd known, and my Floette was sent to the front lines where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, also I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life, I got back what I'd loved most, but my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us, by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years.
Seriously? For 3,000 whole years?
During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others, but perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. That is what Angie is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I had built Angie to give meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I'd done. I dreamed of the day I could use Angie after reuniting with Floet at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now Angie. The tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floet present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Angie and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer, the people come to harm. There is only one way to put an end to the pain. A mega evolution user must mega evolve Floet and together reach the control panel within Angie. Never could have imagined that you and Floet had that kind of history, and that tower too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk? I have a question. Why would Floet be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floet be able to evolve into Florges? My Floet cannot evolve. Perhaps because she is such a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Floet returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned me so I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. Yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ. But I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, but I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I'm truly sorry. I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. Nick, it's up to us to keep the tower from growing wild. That means you've got to beat Grisham. Knew we could count on you. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Fleur Nouveau. Now go earn a challenger's ticket so you can challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. I'll forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. I entrust the futures of all Lumios to you. Please do your best to protect them. I don't really know what the right call is here. I never knew much about Team Flare. I wonder, do you think Grisham truly does want to protect Lumios? Yeah. Well, seems like a good spot as any to wrap it up. Sorry to do this to you right before what I can only assume is the final boss. I mean, we're gonna have to fight a tower? Bruh. This game's so good, man. This game is incredible, dudes. Oh my god. I really don't want to stop here, but at the same time, I gotta do all these side missions and I gotta get the points. But yeah, next time we stream Pokemon Legends ZA, we will be at the end of the game. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.